It's on me.
Wow.
Yep.
We live.
Yeah.
Live.
What it do? What it do?
Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
Yo, welcome, family, friends, tribe. Welcome to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. And we got a good one for you today, baby.
Oh, don't we?
But first, before I introduce the episode, let me introduce my friends and my co-hosts. They are one and the same. We're gonna start at the top of me, my man, the silent introvert, the introvert that talks a lot. You're not so introverted anymore, Boogie. I don't know how to. I don't think we can call you that anymore, bro.
I feel like it's either
but
like
Boogie.
It's the silent, awkward / awesome introvert kind of thing I'm doing.
Sigh, right? Sigh,
Yeah.
sigh, right.
Yeah. So yeah, peace and love, everybody. This is your boy Sly Boogie. I'm happy to be here as part of the Sophisticated Ratchet team, and I'm just follow me on Elder Scrolls and YouTube. I'll be actually edit that out. But yeah, I fucked it up.
It's all good. It's all good, baby.
Peace
All right, we're moving on to my next person. I'm gonna go all the way to the left, all the way over there. Is that my left? I think that's my left. Yes, my left.
Yes,
We're going all the way to the left to my boy Spew God. Drip, Mash. What's good, homie?
Dammy, what's poppin' with you, gang? What's poppin' with your tribe? It's your boy Mash, aka the Spew God. Drip. Please say the drip.
Drip.
Gang.
Drip.
Gang. For those who don't know, Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever. And as a Spew God, it's my job to enrich the lives of everybody I meet. I love you, tribe. Thanks for coming back and listening to us. We love you, Sophisticated Ratchet.
Gang. All right. Next in line, y'all already know everybody's favorite number 3, BX's finest. We ain't gonna mix it up with BK, right? Fuck zoning. I'm not even gonna fuck up. I can't fuck up the X with a K, baby. BX finest. What it do, Mo?
What's up, guys? Of course, you know, it's your girl Mo from the Bronx. I'm always representing Co-op City Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. We already know what it is. Hey, tribe.
Yeah, so next in line, we're gonna hit my girl TJ. We're gonna keep it in the BX. What it do, TJ? The motherfucking Ice Queen. What's up, baby?
What up, tribe? TJ in the building. Let's get it.
Get it. Last but not least, we're gonna introduce this asshole.
You saved the best for last. About time you know it's my greatness.
About time I recognize. we gonna bring it to Flash, the philosopher of bullshit philosophy. All right, if y'all bitches fall for his shit, yo, y'all deserve everything that's coming to you. Flash, what up, homie?
Listen, I kick real shit over here. All right, asshole. All right, but it is me. It is I. It is he. Today I will be the innovator of inspiration. I will also be, specifically for this episode, I will be the curator of custom coochie dialogue. Okay, just for this episode. All right, this is what I do. All right, it is me. It is I. Flash the philosopher. What up? Don't be making up your face, TJ. That was awesome. Shut your mouth.
I really wish that the tribe
like
his comment earlier that he said to Flash. I feel like
someone
else said that first, and I wish the tribe kind of point that out who said it on what episode, because I feel like it was said on an episode. No shade, but so
which one?
I feel like TJ was telling that to Shake in regard to something that Shake says. TJ's like, yeah, the bitches that fuck with you deserve what they get. I remember that. Anyway, it would be so dope for the tribe to kind of like connect those dots and see like, yeah, TJ said that first. That's right. Anyway, side note.
Oh, word! I don't even remember TJ telling me that bullshit, but it sounded like some shit TJ was saying.
Oh, I don't even remember it.
I feel like I need to finally do that research. That does exist. That's what it is.
But that's
so much shit. We done forgot half the shit we said. Like, I would go back and listen to old episodes. It just be sound like new episodes to me. I was like, oh shit, this is good. Word. I actually went back. As a matter of fact, Boogie just put up money from previously. I was actually listening to it. It was he did a real good amount of editing to it. If you got us on YouTube, make sure you go on YouTube, check out the money episodes actually from last year. But it's still relevant this year. You definitely listen to it. It was a great job editing that, Boogie. Real talk.
Thank you.
All right. You got a little bit of music in the background. I heard it.
And even like just talking about like our first experience with money, like I feel like that is just so worthy of just reintroducing in terms of that conversation. Like I feel like there's so much to unpack even within that episode. Like it's dope. I love it.
Okay.
Check out our YouTube.
Check out our YouTube. Make sure you go check the page. It's a good,
Yeah,
it's a good
it's So
episode.
Ratchet Space Podcast if you're looking for us on YouTube. So Ratchet is one word, and then a space, and then podcast. If you
word. Make sure you what do you call it? Cast us onto the TV and put us on the big screen. You know what I'm talking about? Because we look so good. You would love having us in your. It's like having us in your living room, baby. You know what I'm saying? Invite us, Tribe.
Like it's two ways to look at that.
All right, so let's revitalize our souls and bring us to a what do you call it? A balanced place with our singing bowl. Tell us about the singing bowl today, TJ.
So today I'm gonna focus on our yellow chakra. It's known as the solar plexus chakra. It's located right above your belly button. So a few inches above your navel. It's the center of our own identity. And sometimes in psychology, we refer to it as our ego. Let me give you some more information about the solar plexus chakra.
I'm excited. I feel like I'm about to get mad enlightened right now.
Really? Okay. So I hope I do a good job then.
No, you're doing good. Keep going.
Hold on. Why didn't I pull it up? Hold on. It's just coming up right now.
I wonder, like, for shit like this, like when they say like your third eye opens, is my belly button supposed to open or something like that?
No.
Just the chakra path.
It's in
the chakra path.
Like the way I look at my chakra, or the way I envision it, is like from the crown of my head. If you put a line straight through, or like a sword straight through your body, starting from the top of your head, that's how I feel. It's supposed to line up all in the middle of your body.
It's supposed to shoot down to your belly button.
Down to like your coccyx, like down to your taint, I guess.
My cock?
You guys.
You said my coccyx? What is it, my coccyx?
Coccyx is your butt bone, right?
Oh, you.
I thought it was.
Like
you get real technical on the nigga.
I thought I had an extra dick for a second. I was like, what?
No, not cock.
I can unlock that.
My slang mentality went left. She was like coccyx. So what?
All right, that's what matter. Okay, so that was a little too clinical for you guys.
Hit that bowl every time.
Facts.
I'll say right below your balls, maybe, right? That little area in between.
Nice.
I would say.
A little tickling into my balls. Go ahead, come on. Let's get this shit popping.
This is a lot. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, I don't want to say this.
I think that's the perineum. I'm not sure.
What?
Perineum. Perineum.
I think that's the term. Like the perineum.
Yeah, so that's the area in between the vagina and the butt.
Yeah,
that's a kerfluffle.
Oh, the taint.
That's why I said you guys would call it like your taint, but whatever.
All
right, how do you unblock your yellow chakra? It says that you can look at fire. You can surround yourself with yellow colors, gold. Repeat positive affirmation. Take deep breaths. Meditate. Work with yellow crystals. And do some yoga.
They're both.
Them shit's is real though. Positive affirmations is not something to be slept on. Like when you start the morning, be like, yo, it's gonna be a good day. You're gonna get this shit done, and you believe that shit. That shit is real. At least for me, I do that shit every morning. Like, yo, you gonna get this. You gonna get this done. Whatever we gotta do, we're gonna do it. I say it. I mean it. Carries me. Anyway,
and if you notice, like for all the different chakras, that's one of the things that they say for literally all the chakras, like positive affirmations. So it is important. It is important. All right, so let's get this going, guys.
Hit me. Wait, is that it? Was that it? Okay.
You know, TJ be cheating us and shit because she told us last time that she does it short for the episode. So I should be cheating us. I'm gonna just let y'all know that.
Did you feel it anywhere specifically? Remember,
I felt like it was too short. That shit definitely was loud as fuck. That was the loudest gong I ever felt.
It was too loud. Was it really?
Like it was short.
Camera back. I flinched like a bitch.
TJ.
Gong had me on flinch. I do feel like that did check my ego once I was scared. I was like, oh God, my ego just.
TJ got the bowl.
Well, can I say, if you were unbalanced, it says that if you were unbalanced, that means that you lack self-trust. You don't have goodwill, like your will is weak. You have low self-esteem, poor digestion.
That is a
You have
lot
the
for a
victim,
chakra that's supposed to be
the
like
victim
enlightening
mentality.
and elevating you. Damn.
No, so I'm saying if you're unbalanced in this is some of the things that you would feel. You feel like you have the victim mentality, you're unable to take responsibility, and you're feeling not good enough. So
That's what that chakra is going to aid in that feeling. Is what you're saying overall.
if you're feeling those things, that means that it's unbalanced and you need to get back in balance. Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm complete, guys.
All right, yo,
Word of the
TJ
week,
over
word of
there.
the week.
TJ over there with the bowl, mixing us up some balance, baby.
I like
All
that.
right.
Mixing us up some balance.
So, gonna move on to our next segment. You know, y'all already know what the next segment is.
Boo.
The word of the week.
Word of the week. Word of the week.
Word of the week.
Hey, word of the
Oh,
week.
we gotta change that banner. Damn it.
It's
Oh,
okay,
man.
Come on, get it together. Get it together,
Yeah, my
team.
bad, y'all.
All right.
Oops.
All right, so for the word of the week for this week, all right, we're gonna use the word diverting. Okay, diverting, and diverting means entertaining or amusing. It's a very easy word, diverting, entertainment. So you know, right. So something diverts your attention because it's entertaining, right? It's like divert, right? So if you ever, diverting. So you know, I went to the amusement park and it was extremely diverting.
I thought it meant to switch. You know,
Oh,
like
I had
switch paths.
my girlfriend brought her girlfriend with her, and that was diverting. Right,
Like, there's always been this, like, at least for me, like, diverting has always been. I always thought that distracting was a synonym, but it may not be the case. I've always thought diverting was kind of similar to like distracting.
And I'm sorry, I'm actually pronounced it wrong. It's diverting, not diverting, but so it's diverting.
Oh yeah,
my fault.
Diverting.
No, that was me. That was me. I pronounced it wrong. That was my fault.
I joined you. I
so
definitely
it's
said
diverting.
that, yeah.
Okay. So diverting. All right. Let's figure out how many times Flash uses the shit wrong today.
I don't feel like that word should mean more than it is.
So
though. Like,
it does mean more than it is. At least what I'm reading. It also says deflect and divert, like traffic to the side street, diverting funds to other project, distract, trying to divert her attention. That's the definition.
No, you're talking about divert. You're talking about the word divert, but
that's how you. That says no. It says what does diverting mean? That's what it says.
See, he be saying I use the word wrong, but he don't even know what the fuck the word means.
I think it has multiple meanings.
Right.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But that's what he's saying. So I'm sure I'm educating him. Right. It says diverting.
By distracting attention from what burdens.
Especially by distracting the attention.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I want to divert her attention off of her job.
Right.
So
You want to distract her.
Sex with her. I'm gonna have this amazing sex with her.
Right.
So I mean, we can use it either of the ways. Okay. All right, diverting. So one is to turn from one course to use another, which is diverting. I ended up diverting from this plan and went to that plan. Correct. Or the other one is to give pleasure, especially by distracting attention from what burdens them. So I ended up diverting her by having amazing sex with her. So you can use it either way, right? They both come up there. Both definitions are an adjective, so we can use them both the same way. Well, actually, I think that's a verb now, like to turn from one course to
it is, bro.
Whatever. Listen. The verdict.
Word of the week.
Word of the week. Hey.
Yo, who put you in charge of this shit, bro?
I didn't know diverting had all these goddamn.
Yeah,
like,
that's why I
put the first bullet point.
He had 3 words.
I only looked at the first one. Like, what the hell? Diverting is just like
something's not right.
Yeah, it's a verb.
Nigga, moving on, bro. Get to the episode, bro.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. Moving on.
Hey, wait, hold on, wait. Let's get to the diverting part.
It's a cool.
What about it?
No, it's a cool.
No,
that wasn't actually a complete sentence. You just said let's get to the diverting
part. The fun part. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's the
point. Okay, you get a point.
Diverting used as an adjective means fun or amusing. All right. Okay. So today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, is sex progression. All right. I just wanted to take some time to discuss. Like, I feel like we haven't been discussing sex enough this year.
It's not like us. It's not like
and
us.
I know how much you guys love us talking about sex.
Love it.
So let's get a little X-rated today, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn
We're gonna talk
down
about
the
our
lights.
fantasies,
baby.
our
Shaggy.
desires.
Mm.
We're gonna talk about fulfilling our partner's fantasies and desires. That's what we do here on Sophisticatedly Ratchet. This is the sophisticated. Is it sophisticated or the ratchet part of our podcast?
This is the ratchet part. This is definitely like Ratchet After Dark.
Ratchet part of the podcast. All right. So sex progression. All right. So we're gonna start this. We're gonna start this episode
I
off.
love this guy. I do. I love this guy.
We're gonna start this episode off because I mean this is basically just sex progression within a relationship, and you meet a girl, you kiss a girl, then you fuck a girl, and then it blossoms into something else. Either that, or it's whack, and then that's the last time you guys do it. But so, because a woman will shut you down for whack dick. That's a fact, bro. Matter of fact, I was actually listening to Charlemagne and them the other day, and there was a dude on there. When they called the person who was who they was dating, and then they shut them down, and they try to find out why. So Shorty got on the radio, was like, "My nigga, your dick didn't work. Like you was a good guy all around, and this, that, and the third, but your penis ain't work. Like, so." Like it's over. You can't what she said, you can't pleasure me. I have a high sex drive and this, that, and the third, right? So
I mean, blast like that on like the live air.
Blast, bro. I mean, they asked her the question, bro. They asked her the question, and she answered like, "This is the reason." And I guess she tried not to, but he kind of pulled it out of her, and he had to, right?
Charlemagne gonna definitely do that, no doubt.
Shit, I feel like I need to ask something about trash sex, right? So, but I feel like we've already discussed trash sex to like the fullest capacity. But I mean, do you guys think you would break up with someone? Like, if you're having a really good like you just meet a girl or you meet a guy and you guys have really good interactions with each other, you talk good and everything, but the sex is trash. I mean, do you break up with them? And this is in the beginning of the relationship, or do you feel like maybe you can help them be better?
Is that a burner question?
No. I'm just asking. It's not a burner question.
I personally think that you should have a conversation with your partner.
Before, after
even
sex.
if it's a brand new relationship.
Yeah, even if before or after, because I feel like it sucks to be that guy to hear about it on the radio why homegirl broke up with you. You know what I'm saying? If he's hearing about that for the first time on the radio, that's fucked up on her part and his part. You know what I mean? Like you could have done things to support the relationship. Maybe he didn't know, maybe, some guys think that all women are the same and they trying to do the same thing that worked on his last girlfriend on the current girlfriend. You know what I mean? You really have to learn your partner's body and what it is that they like. So I feel like she should have had a conversation with him. So I would not say that I would break up with my partner. I would say that I would have a conversation with my partner about it. And if there are things that we couldn't get to or that they're close to doing that I need, then I could see us breaking up because those are needs that need to be met.
Yeah, my answer is pretty much the same. I feel like, especially in a new relationship, that's why it's new. The person doesn't know everything that you like. You don't like. You don't know everything that individual likes. So a conversation has to be held. The first time y'all have sex, it may not be the best time. It's the first time. So you're still learning each other's bodies and things of that nature. So it's definitely, of course, needed to have a conversation. Now, after the conversation and you start telling the person, what you like, and after that, if it's continuing to happen and it's not meeting your needs, then you may have to part ways. But I don't think you just should break up with them without having a conversation or a discussion about what meets your needs and what meets his needs. That's
right.
I'm 50-50, and I do feel like you and TJ's statements are very diverting, but I probably go about it in a bit of a different way. I do feel like, yes, communication is important, but I do feel like body language is a form of communicating. And for me, usually, especially like if it's sex, and if I feel like the sex is not up to the standards that I would prefer to have sex with a woman, I'm pretty sure that sometimes she could tell by my body language first or initially, like, okay, he's possibly like not into this. I don't really get off on like shaming nobody, so it's not also in my character to be like, your sex is trash or nothing like that. I'm not even say it's trash, but I do feel like there's certain, for me, like women that I can work with and I can like find ways or opportunities to, make it better or make it more pleasurable. But I know that if sex does not work for me with a woman, 9 out of 10 times I have to break it off, and usually I'll do it quicker than later because I don't want to leave a woman in a situation where she's giving me like this.
Now she's in love with you and shit.
Nah, it wouldn't even get that far, bro. I would never let it get that far unless she just fell in love like way too quick or some shit. But honestly, like I would save her the hurt and the waste of time by just saying like, yo, this is just not working for me, honestly.
Mo and I did say that, by the way. How are we different from you? Because
how is that diverting too?
Exactly.
No. I said it was diverting in certain terms of entertaining. I used it as far as entertaining.
Entertaining.
Look at y'all. Look at y'all.
I didn't look at y'all. No, you said it. You said it was amusing or entertaining.
Definitely was.
I was letting you rock, big bro. I was letting you rock, big bro. I thought it was right. I was letting you rock.
It sounded good. It sounded good.
They're coming for me. They're gonna say I used it wrong, but check the bullet
point. I wasn't really talking about the word. I was
saying wasn't the word. You used the word correctly. I'm not saying anything about the word.
You gotta kill what you eat, bro.
Yeah, but I think
also you said the same thing that me and Mo said.
No, but I think like the part that I say might have been different with the fact that sometimes the body language for me is enough communication. It's not always like the fact that I'm gonna want to have like a full-fledged conversation with you. The fact that you're gonna notice like my mannerisms change, my whole mood might be different. It's gonna be like, like it's not a conversation. Like we grown enough, So.
Like I agree with, I agree in some of the points I said in terms of like having that communication prior and like having respect for it, and like not having any sort of mixed feelings. But I do think it's kind of trash to kind of put that out there in the open. Like I'm thinking about like if a woman coochie was stinking or whatever, like some whatever thing happening that night. I feel like to put that on blast on there, that's kind of trash is not the word I use, but that's low ball. You know what I mean? You don't air something like that. I feel like that's a little inappropriate. Like I feel like even if it just wasn't working out, like hey, we wasn't compatible in certain areas, you kind of generalize it to kind of keep that person's integrity intact. To kind of shit them on live air, like as grown adults, I'm assuming that they over like 25 or whatever. Like grown adults, I don't know if you do that in live air. I feel like that's a little. It's low ball. Anyway, that's my piece.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it because I feel like everything in context makes sense. I want to hear what was said. I want to hear what's said before I make any judgments because some people might have been pushing the envelope like, yo, why you left this dude? Like, and she didn't want to tell him, and maybe he said some things that made her encourage her to tell him. I didn't hear the story, but I got it.
It's funny you say that, Mash. You're right.
Like I don't say like, yo, that shit trash, dog. Like, damn, damn.
I wouldn't tell. I don't think I'd have a conversation with everybody. I'd have a conversation with the person that I think we were going towards a relationship. But if it was someone and it was like almost like a one night stand and it just went bad, I wouldn't have a conversation.
Correct. Because you don't care enough.
I don't care enough.
I don't care enough. Right.
But if this is someone that I'm trying to court and take seriously, yes. So yeah, hearing the conversation would change things. Yeah.
Yo, like what's crazy? Is because now that as you guys are talking and shit, I'm sitting here like, yo, the nigga brought her on the show. He brought her on the show, knowing his dick didn't work. He knows his dick didn't work. He knew this shit. Like, what conversation do you really need about nigga your dick didn't work, bro?
That brings back
because maybe he thinks that he's done other things. Like
that brings back TJ's point. TJ's point was saying like maybe nobody not told him.
Right.
Like maybe nobody
told him it didn't work, nigga. He knew.
I feel
remembers.
Like she had shit. I gotta be with shit. There gotta be clues. You gotta have some like. Damn.
Shorty said she gave him a second chance. It happened twice.
That's different.
He was excited.
Yeah, that's different.
He was excited to see her. But did he bring her on the show? I mean, you just look at it.
Shake saved that for after. Like I was like, oh, okay.
He set himself up.
He got what he got.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
He wanted to know. He knew.
Let's talk unprotected sex, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the
get right into it. Get right into it, bro.
Whipping my dick out immediately.
Trying to warm him up with all this. You tell people about no nigga. Just come on.
Yeah. All right. So unprotected sex. All right. So I have a ratchet thought. All right, guys, pull up your card. Pull up your burner cards, please. Please.
All right, I'm gonna use my phone today.
I'm still waiting on mine.
We heard that.
We heard that.
Yeah, we heard that.
Shake ain't answer.
Sorry.
Thank you for being accountable, Shake. Thank you for being accountable. You got your glasses too, and I know it's summertime, so if you don't get no Ray-Bans, let me know.
Yeah, D on the Ray-Bans too. It's all good.
Okay, I got you. All right, so for those of you who don't know what a burner, what a ratchet thought is a twist on our burner questions in which I make a comment and the tribe can answer either yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet. Right, so it's pretty much the same thing as burner questions. On burner questions, we have the same thing, except now I am making a comment and they are either agreeing, disagreeing with me, or calling it sophisticatedly ratchet. And my sophisticatedly ratchet thought, my ratchet thought of the day is, right? Well, I got one ratchet thought. My ratchet thought is if I'm in a relationship with a woman, a steady relationship with a woman for 6 months, right? I feel like that's the point where unprotected sex should be on the table at that point. 6 months. I feel like that's the longest I would wait for unprotected sex. And this is after a conversation about our status.
This your main joint?
This
your main joint?
This is my main joint. This is my only joint. We're in a relationship. Okay, I feel like 6 months.
Exclusive.
6 months. Exclusive. 6 months.
Okay. All right. I hear you, though. I hear you.
Unprotected sex. Do you agree, disagree, or?
I have a question. And I just will also just confirm, just out of clarity, you came to her with the intent of having unprotected sex, not the other way around. Just want to make sure.
I feel like I would have come to her. Sure. Or even if she came to me about it, like I've had women come to me all the time, like yo, I'm good, like I'm on the pill, so da da da. But then we got to discuss our status. I think that's necessary though. All right, so we got sophisticatedly ratchet all across the board except Boogie, and Boogie agrees with me 100%. Says after 6 months you should be having unprotected sex, or unprotected sex should be on the table. Right,
especially if you have a conversation prior. In terms of that,
all right. Does anybody wanna elaborate on the answer? Because there's a lot of sophisticated
ratchets in the group. I could go to. I said sophisticated because it could be 6 months, and maybe both people are still comfortable not having unprotected sex. But 6 months is a decent amount of time to have unprotected sex as well. That's why it's both for me, because even if a female's on the pill, the male may be like, you know what, that's still not good enough for me. I'm still gonna use a condom. However, to introduce it and have a conversation about it, I think it's okay to have that conversation at around the 6 month part. Go get tested with my partner. Like, all right, no problem. We could go together. You show me your documents, I'll show you mine. So we know we had a clean slate. I'm only with you. You're only with me. Let's start there. So that's why it's both for me, because at 6 months, maybe people are comfortable still using protection. They could talk about it, and the person may be like, you know what? No, I'm still comfortable. Let's see where we are in a year. It could go that way as well. But to the exact question that you gave with the conversation, yes, it'll be appropriate to have a discussion around that time. I think so.
I ain't gonna lie. I've 6 months. I've had it like less than that. Like,
I have.
It could be less.
Like
I feel 6 months is a stretch.
In terms of like paperwork, make sure we all clean. I usually have that provided before we even have sex. Like usually some women are kind of like, they want to have that kind of conversation before.
Look at this professional ass sex nigga. You a
professional?
I
mean, just the women, safety and all.
Got your papers ready and shit, bitch. I'm busting this shit open right now.
That nigga couldn't come through. I got my fucking papers. What's up?
Got my papers, bitch.
In terms of just having that like kind of clarity, fuck out. In terms of having that kind of clarity for women, I try to make sure that we open to that conversation.
That's what's up.
For me, I agree with Mo and even Boogie. Like, I don't feel like it has. I couldn't say yes, I agree with you, because it's for me. It's the timing. It's not 6 months for me. Sometimes it's sooner. But I think what's important is that we have a conversation about exclusivity. Like, I'm only fucking you. You only fucking me. We're exclusive now. Personally, you can get tested, but you really should wait 3 months, because you can't really tell if that person had HIV unless they hadn't been with anyone for the past 3 months. That's just some technical clinical stuff.
It
that I
take
want
3
to
months
put
for
out there.
HIV show up in your system for real.
Yeah, that's why they say 6 months.
I
Yeah,
never
that's
knew
why
that.
that's why it says six months is
damn.
really
3 months.
3 months. Yeah, so if you get tested at 3 months, it's really it's good to wait the 6 because that will include the other 3. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like say for instance you meet a new partner, you have to make sure that last 3 months that they weren't sleeping with each other, because I actually show you my stuff, but that doesn't even count for the last 3 months unless I haven't been sleeping with anyone. So for me, it's having the conversation about us being exclusive, and I don't like condoms. I really don't enjoy them. So I would personally want us to get tested sooner than later, because that shit is not comfortable for me.
And that's kind of why in my experience I've had I've had those conversations earlier, because women some women don't come off condoms at all. Like they prefer bare sex. So TJ's spot on.
Yo, TJ. As a matter of fact, I mean, to be honest with you, 6 months just seems like a good marker and shit. If 3 months is the amount of time that you need to be, like for like HIV, I think 6 months is a good marker. Even though it's usually before that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm usually fucking raw in the first 2 months. 2 days.
Give it
anyhow, so moving on to the next person.
Y'all are stupid. I'll jump in probably. But yeah, I do feel like I don't know, I'm half and half. I've known that there have been scenarios where I probably waited more than 6 months. I know I at least got to entertain the conversation within those 6 months, and whether we talking about like getting tested, like whether we talking about like, or at least like I got to be able to test drive the shit. Like let me know like it's not going to be true, trash once I take off the condom or some shit. But like I don't know.
How does it turn to trash when you take off the condom, bro?
So wait.
Let me divert back to that question. If it's good with, if it's feeling good with the condom, that means probably with the condom off is gonna feel better.
Hold on, real quick.
Use a different version of word.
In terms of test drive,
no, I know. I didn't say the ing
with the condom. The test drive.
The test drive might be the time where she's like, all right, just let me give you a couple strokes, and then you go throw the condom on or some shit like that. That could also be the test drive.
Oh, okay.
But
I've done that too.
Am I wrong? Like even in terms of that conversation, like we in a relationship for like whatever 3 months, 4 months. Sometimes ain't nothing to be said. Like sometimes if I'm gonna put the condom on and she just take it off, ain't nothing to be said. Like it is in terms of that trust. It is what it is. Like I feel like
that's
I don't know. Like I've also had that experience where I didn't have to actually have a conversation. I could just because of that trust, just go in, and it's like it was good.
That, to be honest with you, that's how it happens.
That's how it mostly happens. That's how it mostly happens. And then after the fact, the conversation
you look at
comes
her,
up.
your dick is out, you don't got no condom. Like, hey.
Nah, she like.
Hey.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I wouldn't. Like I do feel like I wouldn't mislead her into thinking I'm putting the condom on, and then I'm taking it off. I don't fuck around with some shit like that.
But you know what it is too for me, and I'll be honest. I always set like the tease factor for letting her know like you got to feel this dick, like you should like it's in your great interest to like want to feel like the full capacity of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's important that you still like do those playful type of things where it's like you might what you call like the paintbrush or some shit like that, or
that's not a good one, but
I ain't saying it's the good one. I'm just saying here like you gotta. I always want to make sure like I'm setting the mood to let her know like, I want that shit.
Yeah, I want to feel it. I want to feel it. I'd be like, put that shit in. Like, stop playing.
I like to do the paintbrush shit. I think it's gonna fucking. I wanna get you excited. Like, why you gotta get the shit automatically? Like, why I want it so fast? Like, women are like pushy and shit sometimes during sex. Like, let me fucking let this shit last. Let me do a little foreplay. You know what I'm saying? Let me paintbrush that shit.
And you know what's a good move
don't
too.
Like that though.
Yo, sometimes you gotta hover this shit like an inch above her shit. And like she just be sitting there like, what is he gonna do? No, you just kiss her, and you be like, all right, let me get my condom and shit like that. You gotta set the mood and shit, but let her know like this shit can happen. This shit can happen if you want it to.
It can go down.
I would probably prefer that part better than the paintbrush.
Yeah.
I would prefer that over the paintbrush.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so I said, I would. Like, for you to be laying on me and just sitting there, and it just sitting there, so I could feel the harness of it, and it's like, oh shit. And then it's like, oh, okay, this is
feel the throb.
And then and then you'll be like, yes, I would prefer that over the.
Hear that heartbeat?
Over that? Really?
Yeah, I don't want like that's not.
I've got you know what? I
Some
never
like that
really
shit, though.
after I've done it to women, I do it, but I never ask women. It doesn't feel good. Like I need that. I think I feel
They're
like
not gonna
I
tell
need to
you
start
that because they just
asking.
want the dick
I
at
need
that
to
point.
know.
So they're gonna be quiet and just allow you to.
They don't
want
want to turn me off. They don't want.
Yeah.
So maybe after we can have.
I've never felt
discussion.
comfortable to tell somebody like stop it, but I've talked to my girlfriends and I'm like, that nigga, it took for him forever, and he kept paintbrushing me like, ew.
I mean, was he trying to get her hard, or was he trying to make her horny? That it depends on what the
specifically
what the reasoning was.
The paintbrush that I've experienced was a guy that had erectile dysfunction, and I think the same thing with my friend too. Yeah.
So but my thing is, see, that wasn't hard dick. See what I'm saying? When I pull out the wood and start paintbrushing.
Well, that's not a paintbrush. That's
not a paintbrush then. That's a wood.
stick.
That's a regular one.
Stick, you know.
It's a hard brush.
Yeah, I'm thinking paintbrush is when it's soft. It's soft.
No, basically, what I do is my dick is hard, and I'm using it to kind of like.
Oh, well, then that's different. To me, that's not a paintbrush. A paintbrush to me is when it's soft, and you're doing that because you're trying to get hard.
Oh,
that's
no.
Okay. So that's what I was doing.
No.
Yeah, because remember, paintbrush is real flimsy, right?
Yeah. It's like when the dick is soft.
I thought y'all was talking about the handle, not the actual bristles.
Oh no, I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking about no flimsy shit. Y'all tripping.
No, I know what you're talking about. That's why I said. That's why I said to Flash, I prefer that when he's hard. That's why I said because it's hard at that point. A paintbrush to me is when the penis is soft. And you're going like, and you're moving your penis up and down, like either to try to get it hard, or or even sometimes you can just tap in.
I'm not getting nothing from that.
I'm not.
I understand.
What do you call that? The pressure taps, or what do you call that? I don't know.
I'm gonna go watch a porno in the bathroom and shit. I'm gonna get myself up. All right, I'll be back. We not paintbrushing this shit. I think every nigga has done that at one point in their life when they just like, let's try to get up. Help me, girl. I'd rather get some head though. Give me some head, girl. Look at my little flaccid dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me why you worked it. Show me why you worked it.
When men are really experiencing erectile dysfunction, nothing gets it up. Doesn't matter how much you're sucking it, and it
sucks to be.
So they gotta really look into Viagra, my nigga, because that shit is a miracle worker. But okay, so. So check it. So next question, right? Your lady, you ladies, y'all. I don't know if you guys have done this before, but during sex, sometimes things get a little crazy. It get a little exciting and shit. And then during mid-sex, you may yell out. I don't know if you yell it out, but we hear it. Yo, nutting me. Oh my God, just nutting me. Right? Let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys take that? Do you guys take that request seriously, or ladies? Is it serious when you make that request?
So
this is a burn. This is a burner question.
Okay. Want to make this a burner question?
Yeah, you can use your burner cards. Guys, do you take it seriously when they make that request? And ladies, are you serious if you tell a guy to do that?
I don't even gotta erase my shit. Go ahead. It's the same shit I had last time.
Sophisticated Ratchet. And Boogie for sure, the only one for sure, no doubt. I'm once again, and I'm sophisticatedly ratchet as well. Okay, all right. So, yo, Boogie. So elaborate for me. So when your girl tell you to nut in her, you know what I'm saying? You take that seriously? You gonna nut in her?
I take it seriously in terms of her requesting it. Like if anyone wants to be like, yo, nut in me, like if I don't know her, fuck no, I'm gonna take it seriously and not do it. But if I know her, then yeah, I'll take it seriously and I probably do that shit. Hell yeah, I probably want to do it already.
This your girl and shit, right?
Yeah, but if it's definitely my girl mid-sex, oh yeah, I take it seriously and I do it. Like don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be like mid-sex.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You don't need to explain your answer, bro.
I do it.
Yes,
I do it.
Yes, yes.
If she took it off, she wouldn't have to say it. She just like if I had the condom on, even the previous question, she took it off. I'm cool. If I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. I probably want to do it before that. So yeah.
Not in me. I've had chicks tell me that while I had the condom on and shit. Like, yeah, that's
isn't that okay too? No.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Just say nothing for me. Not with the condom on. Just say nothing.
Like that in me.
Don't confuse me. Don't confuse me.
So wait, if we're having sex and you have the condom on, and I say nut in me, you mean you think in your head you're like you're gonna take the condom off?
No.
I think
it's raw. We fucking raw right now.
I'm saying my preference. I'm saying my preference with a condom is don't tell me to nut in you. because no, that's
the
not going to
condom is
register
blocking
properly.
that. In order for me to actually take that request seriously, I have to remove
That's
that
so
condom.
interesting because I
No.
would have never thought you thought that way.
No,
I
but
thought it was the same.
no.
Think again. Think again.
So this is my thing. This is my thing. When it's
What is
raw
this bitch
sex.
talking about? I got a condom on. Like,
So look, when it's raw
You
sex,
want
I
me
feel
do
like
what?
you can use both. You can say nut for me or nut in me. And honestly, I'm a look. I'm gonna be vulnerable, TJ. All right, I know, like I've definitely like honored that request for women. I know that I've done it, and I've done it, a couple times. And I had to go get the plan B. Like that's just the process. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna have to do that walk. And sometimes I even try to talk like the woman out of it because I'll be like, you sure you want to do this? I said, you sure you want to be a mom? Like,
all this mid-sex, my nigga. All this conversation
God.
happening
yes.
mid-sex.
Wait, why are you fucking?
Like but I ain't gonna say everything I say because that's definitely not the only thing I say. But I do like I do like to have those conversations, even if it's mid-sex. I'd be like, you gonna take care of this? Like, but whatever. Anyway, shit get crazy. But I say that to say like, yeah, like sometimes I do take that serious, and it does depend on the level of intimacy and how well I know the woman I'm fucking with, especially. And yeah, and a lot of times too, especially when women are on like birth control and shit, bro, that's something that excites me. Just to be honest, when a woman is like always telling me like, yo, I'm on the best, and I know like we can have like, and I know we can have like raw sex and it's healthy and it's safe and shit like that. Oh yeah, of course you gonna want to feel this shit splash against the backboards. I get it. It's fine, and it's a fetish for women. Love to feel that shit. Just to be honest, and that's why it's sophisticatedly ratchet.
Can I go next?
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'll go after you, man.
I want to piggyback on what Flash said. I mean, in terms of, I gave sophisticatedly ratchet because I feel like it could go one or two ways. You could be saying it as like a standard part of our dirty talk. Like TJ said, she could be saying, come in me. And I know she don't really mean it. She don't really mean it. She just being playful, playful banter. Because, she know we got a life that we're not sure we want to have children right now, especially not this moment. We agreed upon that weeks ago. You know what I mean? So for you to tell me this right now, I can't believe it. But I want to. I want to.
Waiting for the flip.
I want to believe it. The part of me wants to like achieve that. But if she's not on birth control, bro, if she ain't been hitting you with dime passes in the cut, she's like, yeah, I'm on birth control. Ooh, one day, I'm on birth control. Ooh, behind the back, I'm on birth control. And then later on that week, she hits you with the come inside of me. You got to make a decision at that moment. You like, this is gonna happen right now.
Do you trust this bitch? Do you trust this bitch?
All the way.
That's the decision you gotta make, nigga. That's the decision you gotta make.
Because I feel like at one point in time, I had to know what my gamble is. Like I gotta know, is she a good woman? Like if this is a potential issue, will I be able to sustain some type of relationship with this woman? If I can say yes in my heart, then I'm shooting the club, and then I'm gonna circle back, and I'm gonna shoot all the stragglers.
You're gonna shoot the shooters.
I'm gonna put that whole shit up if that's the agreement. But it go one or two ways.
Can I ask you guys a quick question though? What do you feel when you're coming in the girl? Why is that something that you enjoy doing?
It's amazing.
I feel like Splish Splash and Wild Water Kingdom for the first time. Every time.
You don't. Yo,
I feel like my cum came where it belonged. My cum came where it belonged.
Honestly, TJ, like men, especially if we're used to like masturbating or just using condoms and shit, it's a little unfulfilling to know like, damn, like this shit didn't reach its final destination type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas came out the gates thinking like we're free, and boom, like.
For me, it's nothing more encouraging than a woman cheering me on to come inside her when we have sex. When like if I'm stroking and she breathing deep in my ear and shit, she's talking about, yeah, give me that cum daddy. I'm like, yeah, buddy.
There you go.
And like you were saying before, the
magic
difference
word
between trash sex and good sex is the experience. It's
Not
necessarily the vagina, baby.
I really believe,
like in terms of coming, like even the aspect of unprotected sex, if we come in together, I feel like that's some fly shit where it's like we both feeling at the same time. I ain't gonna front, that's not something that happens all the time for me, but that like in terms of when that has happened, like in terms of like simultaneous, I feel like like unprotected sex simultaneously coming. I mean, I feel like that is fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta,
For me, sorry, go ahead, Mom.
no, I'm just sitting here and I'm honestly thinking, I don't know if I've ever told a guy to come in me, and I'm being honest. Now he have made acts during out now when we're doing it or we're having sex, he may say, yo, I want it. That's when I may respond and say whatever, but I don't think that I've initiated and said, I want you to come in.
When you heard it, was it unprotected sex when it was said, or was it?
It was unprotected. So let's be clear. So even when I was with my boyfriend, I was on birth control at the time. So I'm pretty sure the nigga was shooting up the club because I already know for a fact he was like, yo, them shits work. You know,
but you know,
I knew he was because but that's what made it funny. Like he'll be like, yo, Mo, them birth control pills work, baby, because you know I be shooting. You know, when we talk like, so I knew he was. But because I was at birth control at that point in time. But I'm saying like the guy would normally say like I want to come in you, but me being the initiator and saying I'm really sitting here like I don't think I've really said that.
Put it in your bag of tricks. Put it in your bag of tricks, baby.
Yeah,
definitely. Turn them on, baby.
And I feel like, and I think the reason why I don't say that is because in my mind I'm probably like, you know, I know it's shit talking, right? You know, in a sense, right. Like I'm talking shit, but then I'm like, but then you know, then the reality kicking like, yo, what does this nigga really do that shit? you in fucking trouble, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're on birth control, you should be saying that. If you're not on birth control, you shouldn't be talking like that.
Right. Well, okay, that's right.
That's dangerous. Yeah.
You're not on birth control. You don't want
because even with TJ just said that you should put that in your back. So if you're not on birth control, people are saying it. Then that's why I'm like, you know, that's a testy stuff.
All right. Well, that's different. Don't tell the nigga shoot the club up if you ain't got no bodyguards in there.
The bodyguards that I used were my cycle, right? So I know when I'm ovulating, and so that
risky business.
It is very risky business. But I don't believe in birth control. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
And I'm not on birth control, by the way, anymore either.
Yeah, so. I don't believe in birth control now. I feel like I did use it in the past when I was younger because I didn't know the knowledge that I know now, and I just, you know, didn't want kids at the time, you know. But now I know how it affects the woman's body. Like I'm totally against it. So I used my cycle, and it actually wasn't foolproof because we ended up getting pregnant. But I ended up having the only guy that I ever told to come at me was a guy that I was in a serious committed relationship with. And, you know, we were timing it on my cycle, which obviously didn't work because we ended up getting pregnant, but we lost the baby, but whatever. So, yeah, I do feel like saying it, there's something real special about saying it when like shit is hot and heavy. It's really sexy.
But it depends on who.
And even while I enjoy having my partner like climax, right? So that orgasm, it makes me feel good too. Like my pussy just be throbbing, even just after like they come, you know what I mean? And I didn't even like that. I'm just throbbing. So there is something that turns me on about it. But I will say from a woman's perspective, like that's what I said, Mo, how do you not know? Because that shit will drip out of you for forever. You know what I mean? It's just like I take a shower, I put my new panties on, and that shit is still dripping out of me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Is it crazy? Is it crazy that that's the part of it that I like, knowing that it's going to do that? Like knowing that
I hate
that's happen.
Yeah.
I can't finish my day. I'm not the type.
Makes me so happy.
So
you want to put on fresh panties and shit and come drips.
I want you to remember what I did to you.
I thought it comes out like immediately. It stays up.
Yeah, I usually pee it out. Yeah, sometimes I'll come out when I'm going to the bathroom. I can see.
Yeah, not if you get far enough in there, man. I mean, I've had days.
I haven't had that. Maybe my shit wasn't that far in there because I've gone to the bathroom and can actually see it.
This nigga shake shooting on the rim.
You pee and it's coming out like it was your period. Like that's how I've experienced it. I'll take a shower and it's like dripping down my leg, and then I get out the shower and I put on new panties and it's dripping in the new panties. It's like,
that's a lot. That is a lot.
I really don't enjoy
all the stragglers, bro.
Like,
all the stragglers
like
clip everywhere.
That sounds diverting.
Diverting in a good way or a bad way?
Sounds good. Fun in the music. Fun in the music.
Fun in the music.
Yeah, but yo,
Adjective.
one thing I'll definitely say though,
Facts.
in my experience, I've never been the one to ever like be able to initiate that though. You know how like women will say like "nutting me, daddy" or some shit like that. Like I've never been the one to say like I'm about to nut in you, like unless like it's been a process already or some shit
See,
like
so
that.
we're the opposite. Yeah, we're the opposite.
I feel like I have it said to me, I won't say it. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
just feel like
I've actually-
I leave the woman in charge of that whole like when it's supposed to actually
That request,
be
right?
inside you. Yeah, like I need to know like you comfortable first.
And I appreciate that, Flash. And I think that should be, like something that all men take into account. Like the guy that I was with, we were in a committed relationship and it was only him, obviously, but that I've experienced this specifically with. But there were times that he would ask me permission. And I love that because it's my body. So he's like, can I come in it? And I mean, literally like mid-stroke, I'm like trying to find my phone, like, let me see what dates it is. Like, all right, yeah, go ahead. We good. And I'm like, nah, my baby come in 2 days. Nah, I'll put it in my mouth. Or we'll figure it out. Like, where can I put it? We're having
I'll put it on your
this whole
chin. Put it on your
conversation.
chin, girl.
Yeah, we're having the whole conversation. I'm like, nah, just put it in my mouth. Or let's put it on my butt, put it on my whatever.
Nice.
Like we had that whole conversation.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm
You can put it wherever.
I'm
let's
so
make
upset
sure.
with myself. I literally try to imagine TJ reaching for her phone and literally check the calendar mid-stroke to kind of just double check, make sure.
I did because I'm not on birth control, right? But I did appreciate him asking permission because it is my body, and it's something that we're sharing. So if he asks, I'm like, that shit is a turn on. And if I say
that's more turn on for me. Yeah.
If he asks, can I come in it? That would turn you on, Mom?
Like if you ask me, like if you just because some niggas is just a little loose and they just be and then
I had a guy
shoot the
trying to do that dumb. That happened. Yeah, when people do the dumb shit like oh I can't.
Like that to me. Can I ask a question? Like just a side one. What would y'all do if? Well, I guess for the ladies, what would y'all do if a man came in y'all without permission in terms of that mid-sex?
I'm gonna curse you out because that happened. I'm gonna curse you out and I'm gonna say that that's inappropriate because number one, that's something that you did without me knowing. So with that, now you
very well knew.
Now
the trust. The last three.
I mean, but y'all fucking raw, so that's
coming with that last. Those three.
It's a possibility.
I knew you was gonna come. Like
now, if you said to me, if you said, I accident, or something, but it's like, come, when you.
Can I paint a hypothetical?
Go ahead, bro.
All right, boom. So let's say hypothetically, y'all, you and your shorty. Y'all on vacation, right? Y'all together. Y'all ain't got no condoms. Right?
No plastic bags, no nothing.
No condoms in St.
Martin. Who the fuck using a plastic bag, TJ? You with this dental damn shit. You shut me down last shit.
The plastic bag will get lost in your vagina. It will get lost, and I'll be there all day trying to search.
Time out.
But
what
that's the first
we talking about. Like if we talk about a C-Town plastic bag. Well, what type of plastic bag?
Have you ever tried to fish a condom out of a woman's vagina, my nigga? That shit is hard, nigga.
You gotta have skill, bro.
Like my nigga,
left, right, up, down.
Imagine a plastic bag. I'm not doing it.
A plastic bag is larger than.
Bro, I have no idea.
A whole plastic bag? I would think
the idea of a plastic bag blows my mind altogether.
We're diverting from Mash's question, so let's go back. Ask the question,
bro.
We were diverting from the question, so go ahead. Let's get back to it.
Hypothetical, you and your shorty on vacation, right? You on birth control, right? You on birth control. And you trust him. You want him to have a good time. You want him to finish inside of you. I lost myself. What was the question?
You were asking the question. You said hypothetical. You said you wanted to ask a hypothetical question.
Oh man, I lost it. My bad.
All right, next.
Let me try to take over from the hypothetical. So
thank you so much.
We got your partner. Y'all on vacation. There's no condoms.
Right.
Partner's on birth control. Now I have to assume that in light of this question, we not having no conversation. We just I guess maybe there's an agreement that I'm not gonna come on you. But what happens if in that situation where it's like fuck it, we fucking and I forgot to take it out and I just come in and I just
came in.
In that situation, is it different?
I still,
to me, I would
it's a
like
little,
you to ask because it's messy. It's just messy.
Yeah, it's a little.
know?
I mean, but I would feel a little different because I like it's like a because it's a protection because I know I'm like okay, well, whoo, that was slippery, but I know I'm on birth control as opposed to not being on anything and then not knowing. But I still would want you to be like, oh shit, like I'm about to come or whatever, because you know when you come, like you know when you're about to come.
Would you have the same energy as someone who just blatantly did that without any sort of you know what I mean? Like
I think my energy would probably be different. I'm being honest.
What if he nutting you and just had passed you the Plan B pill? Like here, there you go.
I mean,
that was in the plan the whole time.
I mean, it is what it is. I gotta go take the Plan B pill.
It was in the plans the whole time.
The
nigga had it on him.
Cursed out in that same situation. Like, did just pass the Plan B like in that same situation?
I'm gonna take it.
Why does this nigga have a drawer full of Plan B? Why does this nigga have a drawer full?
You said you're not taking Plan B? What you said?
A drawer full of Plan B.
Well, at this age, my age now, I mean, no.
Like, I literally just kind of imagine that. Like, just take this right now.
You got Plan Bs and no condoms. Oh, this is old. This is old.
Plan B at my age right now.
This was the plan the whole time, bitch. This was the Plan A.
Would you
drink anyway when you're getting it tonight?
I was gonna say, would you be mad? Would you be mad if he went to go get it in that morning, or would you be more upset if he had it the night before? Like if he had this shit in his drawer.
Number one, y'all doing it wrong. If you gonna do the Plan B, you supposed to make sure you get the most optimal use out of your 72 hours. Okay, you don't just
one time.
Yeah, you got to make sure you let her know like we have 72 hours. What are we gonna do?
Exactly.
We've already fucked up one time. Yeah, we've already fucked up once.
We already fucked up once. That's true.
What are they gonna do?
Might as well until right. Flash is great.
We're gonna take advantage of this shit.
Yeah,
that's actually the safe word, or not even the safe word, but that's like the green light. Like, dang, we fucked up the first time. And what's the point? Whatever you got, I got.
Right, exactly.
Like,
that's the rhetoric right there. That is, you're right.
Exactly. No, it's true. It's true. Definitely true.
So moving on to more ratchet
subjects. At that moment, the sex turns up for y'all. At that very moment, sex turns up for that couple. It's gonna be real moving forward.
And it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back.
It is
exactly. Once you pass that, it's like it's a wrap after that. Let's all be honest.
You missed that gooey gooiness. I'm telling you.
Real shit. So let's move on to more. Let's move on to more ratchet subjects. So the next ratchet question that I have for you guys is ass eating. I want to ask a little bit more questions about eating ass. How soon is too soon?
For
ass eating.
Open up
there's never a date.
For me personally,
I'm about to say there is no.
For me, go ahead, Boogie.
I've never done it, so
you moderate. You can definitely leave with that, but I know.
Nah, I was just gonna say, it has to be after the shower. Like it can't be before the shower. So ass eating. So how about you guys? When is ass eating?
You talking about in regards to me?
I'm talking in regards to you.
I've never
you getting your ass eaten, Mo. I
have gotten that.
Getting your ass eaten. I'm talking about you eating ass. Like,
okay, clear. I'm about to say
some guy eating your ass. Like, we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna go into the female ass licking just yet. Okay, but we're just gonna talk about your ass getting licked. Like, how soon? It's too soon for a dude to just run up on you and just start eating your ass. Like you feel like it's the first
I don't really know if I have a time frame.
Bit.
Well, no, it depends because if you're in sex and that's part of his regimen for sex, it's kind of like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting that, but I can't say I'm gonna put a time on it because I'm not expecting it in the first day.
She said if it was that nigga's regimen,
like I don't. Maybe that's part of his sex. It is. Maybe that's part of his sex regimen.
That's part of that nigga workout.
I'm not being funny.
Part of that nigga workout routine.
It is just like some guy's regimen is going down every time. So
that's how he warm up.
That's how he warm up. I'm being for real. That could be part of the regimen. Just like guys, some guys like to eat it every time. That's part of the regimen.
Word. It's missionary, then it's back shots, then it's ass eating. That's his fucking formula.
Right. Or maybe he might start off with back shot. No, maybe he might start off with ass eating and let that start first before he puts, because after that it's kind of like, so
I mean, what if he eating your pussy and shit, he get a little taint in that shit and then he just ends up in the ass. You know what I'm saying? But you don't feel like the first date is too soon? You don't feel like the first date is too soon to be eating ass?
I mean,
not first date, but the first time you guys have sex?
It may be too soon, but it's like if that's what he does, I might be like, oh, I may say to him, oh, I wasn't
You down
expecting
for
that.
it? Shit?
Like, I
Okay.
mean, but he's down there already. I can't be like, oh, don't eat my ass. Like he's there already. What am I gonna say?
And if it, like, the most important thing is if it feels good, all that shit goes out the window. Facts.
But what I am gonna be honest about is if he did do that the first time, I know my brain would have been like, okay, well, this nigga be doing this shit. I would, like he could try to tell me like, oh, I only did that the first time. No, nigga, because you did that too soon. Like, let's
do
stop.
men even pull that shit?
Yes,
like,
I was
they do that nasty shit the first time and act like
that would be in the back.
Judge them.
I'm being very honest. I
judge them, but it's not a negative judgment. Yeah. It's like, okay, maybe this is what he does or whatever. It's not a negative. It's not specifically negative, but I'm like, the freak, he ate my ass the first time.
Exactly.
Like,
yes.
It's like a judgment.
Does that turn you off?
He's trying to show you a good time.
I feel like the first night is kind of extreme.
It only turns me off when I think about it deeper. Like,
correct.
It's gonna like me in the moment.
Yes.
But after the next day, the day after, I'll be like, I wonder if he
everybody asked. Exactly. That's me. That would be me. I'm being honest.
Real talk, in 2022, niggas is introducing themselves as they look ass. They be like, yo, how you doing? My name's Antonio, and I'll eat your ass. Like, I feel like
Yo, I got a homeboy.
That's part of the game, nigga.
Bullshitting. He not exactly bullshitting when
I got a homeboy who love ass, and he has changed my outlook on eating ass, the way he worships it, the way he does.
Oh,
right?
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I got so much respect for this dude. It's crazy.
Is it specific butts that he likes too?
I mean, he just like a fat ass. He just like a fat ass. Not a big, not a fat girl, but a fat ass.
Like a BBW butt.
Nah. Have we talked about our scale of cheeks? Have I talked to you about the scale?
You did. You did the bum and the. I forgot what I was.
Okay.
It was like because I didn't agree with it, but okay.
Okay, we got heinies.
Okay.
We got tushes, and then we got booties.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So booties is the categories that my man he shoots for.
Okay.
And when he meet women, he's like he tell them out the gates like, yo, is this what you like? Like, I gotta know if this is something that you like, because if you don't, you gonna like it after I do it to you. Like, this is his approach when it comes to it.
And let me tell, and not to cut you off, man, but with that approach with that approach that you said that he's like, oh, because if you don't, you're gonna like it afterwards. I feel women's gonna be more prone to let the nigga do it. Like, now let me see if I'm gonna like this shit or not. So I could like a battling kind of like, nigga, that shit was right or not. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be more prone for her to open up to allow him to do it. So all right, you got a little.
I feel so underwhelmed with my sex career because I feel like I haven't entered like the booty eating universe and shit.
Okay.
And chicks have tried to like
put their ass in your face and shit.
Yeah, I tried.
No. Chicks try to eat my ass like just like but I get nervous and frightened and I gasp and I say stop. Like
what kind of positions are you in? Because the positions I see men in, I'm like I'm not even attracted to seeing a man in that position.
So I like.
So what position were you in at the time?
No, so I like when women just will take like my ball sack and just like engulf it in their mouth and just just suck, and then some of those use that to the advantage. They're like, oh, let me see if I can test this nigga, and I get it, it's fine, but once I get that initial like, oh, it's out her mouth and her face is still going down, I say, unhand me. Like, no, that's not where we're gonna take this right now. Yeah, like but no, but I'm just not. It's not that I'm not against it in terms of like wanting to eat ass, but I just know like for me, I don't want my ass eaten. Like I'm just that type of nigga. But I do want to eat ass though, but I want to eat ass from like a woman that I'm just super comfortable sexually with, and that's when I know like I'll become like the ass eating demon or some shit. So
you had to be with her for a little while. Have you been eating ass in the past though, Flash?
Nah, kid, I never ate no ass, bro.
He never ate ass.
Yeah, never ate ass, bro.
He said he never got his ass ate. That's
both.
No, he said both. He said I haven't done it.
Okay.
Yeah,
you haven't really into the jazz fair at all.
This is a real question. How do you feel about women who introduce ass play in the first night?
With who? Because they haven't done that with me. No, bro. Number one, they can't do that to me because I'm already in command of the situation. So there's no way they can just like introduce that to me. So I don't see where that would have snuck into the game.
No, wait.
I'm not talking about countering that. I'm definitely saying that they can introduce that shit. Absolutely.
I'm not talking about eating her ass. I'm talking about fucking her in the ass.
Oh, well, that's that's a little bit different.
That.
I'm not mad at that from like the first night. Still, I guess like the first time of doing it, I think that's okay.
Like there are women that's like I thought there was like only specific to porn stars that like they were some that were anal only, but that is reflective of some women where like they prefer anal sex sometimes over like the regular penetration. That's
yeah. I know some
common,
women
but
that can only
is
come
possible.
off of anal sex. Real shit.
I've noticed that. I didn't know that I liked it until I really did it.
Yeah.
But I'm in a comfortable relationship with someone. Like, we're obviously exclusive and we're exploring each other. And when they did it, I was like, oh shit, like my pussy is soft. And like my pussy got really, really wet from it. I didn't know that I enjoyed it until I did it. And it was so wet that like we didn't even use lube. It's because like my pussy was like just lubing everything up because I was just so into it or whatever.
Wait. So truffle butter and shit? You using truffle butter?
So like it was in the vagina and then we put it in the butt. You shouldn't put it back in the vagina though, by the way.
Because
Once
that's truffle
you do that,
butter right
it's a
there.
wrap. Yeah. Well,
that's
period. Just you don't want an infection, right? So like yeah, once you put it in the butt.
Somebody break down what truffle butter is for me so I can make sure.
So truffle butter is the golden excretion that comes from the vagina when you continue to go back and forth from ass to vagina, ass to
That's
vagina.
not safe.
And then it turns a little like golden brown and shit.
Yeah, because that's poop.
That's doo-doo. Yeah, sorry. I'm just being honest.
That's truffle butter.
Yeah.
So that's
See,
truffle
when I
butter.
think of it like that, I'm like 100% turned off. Like,
I ain't gonna lie,
right.
For me.
Some bitches is down
like,
for that.
It ruins it for me. It ruins it for me.
Some bitches is down for that though. I know it's a little nasty. But
Nah,
we in the ratchet part of we in the ratchet portion of this episode.
Just
should get dog.
There's some women that they booties eat, and I know for a fact like they've been introduced to that and they love that shit, like anal sex or even just anal licking, like yeah, like I don't think there is no such thing as soon because it's like some of the times they never had it before, so it's just like it's a new experience that they experience, and like TJ said, they actually get a lot of pleasure from that shit.
Facts.
Yo, question for y'all, because I realized like that kind of made me think like, you know, there are things that partners will introduce to you that you just not down for. When we talk about like sex progression, is there something that y'all know a partner was trying to introduce to y'all and you just wasn't with the shits?
I know for like me receiving my butt licked, that was something I wouldn't be open to doing.
Like nobody try to bring like goats in the room or some shit like that.
No,
fucking goat.
I've never had a partner like OD on me and shit.
Yeah, I never had.
It was just like I'm not fucking with that, not at all.
Yeah, I never had a partner present anything to me that was like wild off the wall and nothing like that. It was like that was like, oh, what you want me to whip you with chains? Like, nah, I ain't never had nobody.
I'm with it. I'm with it, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would be too. Like, you want me to do that? I would.
Like women like to be smothered and like kind of like I don't say choke, but they like to be smothered and kind of kept tight. What? So it's like, but that's not like extreme or rough enough like that. So yeah.
If that bitch want me to put a noose around her neck and
whatever she green light me to, like if we could really get it on paper, and she be like, yo, I approve to you to do this, and this with this and this and this.
Gotta get paperwork.
Hell yeah, I need all that signed in advance. But I'm gonna do all of that shit. You want me to chain you to the fucking radiator and give you water? Yeah, I do all of that shit. Hell yeah, put it on paper first.
You know something I seen
with a chain with a leash.
Yeah, sure, no doubt. Get it
notarized. Get it notarized. Like in terms of that, like submissive type shit, like out there.
Yo, I seen something in certain pornos I watch and shit, and I'll be watching like a black dude, he's fucking a white chick, and like part of the sex is like the white chick referring to the dude's dick as like nigger dick, like yeah, fuck me with that nigger dick or whatever the case is. Yeah, like this is like they're able to put like racial slurs and all different kind of profanities in sex. Like I don't know, and bro, I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just sitting here like, fellas, would y'all, if y'all was fucking a white chick, I'm just asking, or even if y'all women were fucking a white dude, would y'all? Yeah, was that like a turn off for y'all? Do y'all think like that'd be something that y'all would stop?
Stop? No.
This is a safe place.
I think it's what happens after would be important.
I feel like Go ahead, Boogie. I'm sorry.
No, that's exactly the point. I stopped.
Okay, I feel like I wouldn't stop during sex. I would continue fucking her, but like after
I know she would.
Conversation.
You wouldn't fuck it and be like, yeah,
this deserves a conversation. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
Am I wrong that in that kind of moment, if a white
nutted.
woman was to say that to me in that moment, I would return?
Yeah, I return the favor, but like, you want this,
fucking,
you white whore?
Dick,
Crack a bitch.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm sorry. I'd reach into some dark place. You talk to me like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I mean, shit. She reaching into the dark place.
Y'all gonna set us back to the 1800s on some real shit.
I got you in terms of responsiveness. I'm fucking you. I don't know.
TJ over there. TJ, you still thinking about it?
I mean, I feel like it's all safe because you're talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I can't see anyone really taking offense to it unless you are like,
So if a white person was kind of penetrating you and saying like, "Yeah, take this white dick," or something of that degree, that would not trigger you in any form of fashion. You'd be like, "Oh, I mean,
no, I wouldn't.
The energy would not be different."
No, not even white dick. I'm saying like if a white dude told like TJ Mo like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this nigga pussy.
Got this.
It's the word. Like,
wait, what?
And I'm being honest.
that would turn me on.
And if you were gonna say that, that would not turn me on. You could have said this black pussy, even black, but the nigga, but that's not even like
the nigga part is the fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky.
Yeah, nigga pussy. I think nigga dick and nigga pussy gives like two different fucking.
Correct, as opposed to black.
Yeah, it's like because nigga pussy is just like off-putting to me too.
But
nigga dick, I feel like I will be turned on for the moment, and then I would talk to her after and tell her.
I'm looking at the same way like nigga pussy be represented. That's
what made you so comfortable to disrespect?
I don't know. Yeah, what would be the set? How quickly after sex would you talk to her? Would you wait for her to take a shower? Oh, y'all laying there.
After I'm taking my rest.
That has to be checked right away. Actually, that should be checked. Like, yeah, we could.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I might want to get this back. We at the point when she calling my shit nigga dick. I'm at a point of ecstasy where I'm almost about to come.
I mean, I hope so. I hope she ain't calling you nigga dick at the intro while you paintbrushing it.
Yes,
like you paintbrushing it.
Never
Give me that nigga dick. I'm like, yo, calm down, yo. Calm down. I mean,
racist.
What's wrong with you?
Oh
my god.
Yo, she start calling the nigga dick while you paintbrushing it, bro. Leave her, bro.
That's
how
so
you know that's not the woman for you, bro.
This whole encounter is gonna be plagued with racial epithets.
Fucking Pokemon everywhere.
If I was like trying to get into the mood and she said that to me, nah, fuck no.
You're not gonna treat me like a piece of trash. But anyhow,
I have all types of problems with that. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga dick is not something like black. I feel like black I could roll with, but nigga, I feel like that does cross a line. Especially like this. There's no excuse for that.
I feel like if we're gonna use it during sex, that ain't even sexy. Like, what part about that is sexy?
Right, like
I think if I were to use it, like I kind of see.
But
you black, you black.
That's what
black
I'm
girl
saying.
say it to you though.
But I don't think he could say it.
Correct. Like I could have been.
What if she's used to fucking white guys?
No way.
And now she's fucking with a black guy.
No,
I think if a black female said it to a guy like, "Yo, give me your dick, nigga," or "Give me that nigga dick," you know what I mean? That's different from us saying it. Then a white chick like, "Give me that nigger dick." You're like, what?
Facts.
If you give up, it just sounds different. You ain't got the same swagger with it.
It don't.
It just doesn't.
It don't hit the same. It don't hit the same.
But if I was dating like a white guy, I'd be like, yeah, take this black pussy. You ever had black pussy?
Yes. Right.
Something like that.
That's what I said. I said black. That's what I said. I said I would say, but that's what I said. I wouldn't have an issue with black. Right. But when you go to the nigga, and that's when it's the problem for me.
Would you be okay calling him a nigga during mid-sex? Nigga, take this fucking dick.
A white man?
Yeah, white guy.
No.
No?
I don't use the word nigga around any of my white people.
Got you. Yeah, me neither.
I choose not to use it because I don't want them to feel comfortable saying it around me.
Absolutely.
So I never say it.
Yeah.
Same.
And if it does, it like slips out by accident. And then I had my one friend Taryn. You guys know Taryn. She's like, it's okay, TJ. Like she's like, it's okay, T. I already know. And I'm like, no, it's not okay. It's not acceptable for me to use it around you, and I don't want you to feel comfortable. And she's like, no, I would never. But still, like, no.
TJ, just use us as the excuse. I've been these motherfuckers. They say it all the time, and they just got it's my part of my vocabulary now. I got to just stop using.
I'm sophisticatedly ratchet, right?
Word.
Everybody's welcome to the tribe. Okay.
Facts. So So, ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing episode. We are gonna close it out at this.
Very
point
diverting.
right here.
Very diverting.
Yeah,
very
well,
diverting.
very
Very
So at the last second, at the
That was
last
last second. I like
gotta
that.
give it to him. It's
I like
fine.
that.
Fuck
The
Look at Matt.
pivot.
Three-pointer.
Let's get it.
That was good.
All right, ladies and
That was good.
gentlemen.
That was good.
I want to
It's the
thank
final
each and
tally
every
right
one of you.
Wait, hold up. But I know Mo said it like 2 or 3 times.
No,
You know, I said it.
Mm.
No, I didn't say it once, but I'm trying to decide.
No,
I'm
no,
glad
I'm
Flash
saying,
you saw that.
Yeah. Mo said it like 2 or 3
She
times.
said
I said it
divert
twice.
one time. She didn't say
Yeah.
diverting.
You gotta call
Remember?
your shots. You gotta call
I
your
mean,
shots.
divert
Nah,
was
I don't-
actually should
I
be
don't
You
back
miss
to
100% of the
word,
shots you don't take.
Whatever.
Mhm.
That's
Next.
100% of the
That's a
shots
fact.
you don't take. That is facts right there.
That's
Put that on a
fact.
t-shirt.
Oh,
nigga. Fuck
Lord.
out of here.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Close us out, TJ. Close us out, man.
Close us out, baby.
All right, what up, tribe? So you can follow us wherever you can hear. You can follow us by listening to us every Wednesday. We drop new episodes everywhere you hear podcasts: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon,
So good at this.
YouTube. Okay, we're also on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube at So Ratchet Space Podcast. We also are on Instagram. That's the best way to keep in contact with us. You can follow us on Instagram. We're at So Ratchet Podcast on Instagram, So Ratchet Podcast on TikTok too. We're trying to develop our TikTok. And on Twitter, we put out some tweets too. It's at So Ratchet Pod. Connect with us, play with us. And every first Wednesday we have episodes. So check us out on YouTube every first Wednesday. And that's it. I'm complete.
Like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all.
Yeah, and give us a
Right.
review too,
Thank you for
y'all.
listening to
Like,
me. Yeah.
like leave a review.
Yeah, review us. Review
Reviews,
us.
baby.
All right.
All right. Ladies
Peace.
and gentlemen.
Later.
Peace.
Peace out, team.
All right.